Hi, Taurus. It's LP. I'm going to do... Oh, okay. Taurus, you got willingness. It jumped right out. I didn't even get through my preamble. This is LP. We're doing a weekend read for January 10, 11, 12 of 2020. Whenever you find this is when you need to hear the message, though, as you know. I am using the Universal deck, the angel cards, the angel messages in the Universal deck, and which I love. I use it very often. And today I'm going to clarify these messages with the Wild Unknown Tarot deck by Kim Krans. This is a beautiful, beautiful deck that one of my best friends recommended to me. It has really lovely images of nature. And I have a difficult time getting jumpers out of this deck, so I am asking for guidance in dealing them out if I don't get jumpers, so that we don't spend too much time shuffling. So your message is willingness, and we're going to see what we hear from the angels about willingness. Let's see. I am learning the Wild Unknown Tarot, so I will be using the book to help me with interpreting the message for you as well, because it's a bit different than the traditional tarot. And I'm also, of course, using intuition. So, all right, willingness for you, Taurus. Not choosing to refuse, complying, voluntary choice, not adverse, and favorably disposed. When this card comes to you, it's a reminder that you always have the power of choice in all situations. You can choose the attitude with which you will go through a situation. What are you willing to do to create peace in your life? What are you willing to do to create peace in your life, Taurus? Sometimes it takes more courage and willingness to say no than just go along and not rock the boat. Go within, connect with your higher self, allow the universe to show you what is needed to move on to the next step. A good time to make a strong, positive effort. Go the extra distance in situations that really matter to you. Do the work that is needed to attain your desired outcome. Use your will in a favorable way with integrity. Remove obstacles and move forward. Strong energy available to help clear blockages. Prepare yourself as often as necessary. Take conscious and deliberate action to create a positive attitude. Are you willing to take a chance? Does fear hold you back? Can you afford to take risks? Can you afford not to? Willingness to be open at the edge of the unknown. Oh, that's interesting that we're using the Wild Unknown deck as well. Willingness to be open at the edge of the unknown will invite natural wisdom into situations and reveal new directions. Willingness to be open when you're unsure will invite natural wisdom into situations and reveal new directions. There is indomitable power in the right use of will. Wow. Okay. So let's get some clarification now from the Wild Unknown on this willingness, on this being open at the edge of unknown things to invite your natural wisdom in. Where do you need to be more open, Taurus? Where do you need to be more open to allow your natural wisdom to come through? Where do you need to be more open to looking at new directions in your life? Let's get some cards for Taurus, please, about where they need to be more open. Okay, we have 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. This is what it looks like in the Wild Unknown. 10 of Wands. This is the completion of a cycle. So something is ending here. This could be something to do with an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. or anyone with those signs in their chart. So let's see here. 10 of Wands. Where are my wands? Here we go. Burdens, blockage, and difficulty. The 10 of Wands is a difficult card to face. Mental or physical burdens have been weighing on your spirit. Over time, this leads to hopelessness and depression. You simply can't get through to what you want. You cannot see the way. If this card appears in response to a person or situation, it may be best to simply walk away. But if this card comes up frequently, it indicates that you are attracted to negativity. You're choosing to walk the hard road. What's really sticking out to me is that sentence about walking away. Or that this could be indicative of mental or physical burdens. So it could be that you are not being open to some solution about a mental or physical burden. Or that you are perhaps not being willing to walk away from something. So you might need to be willing to walk away from something difficult, or you might need to be willing to be open about dealing with some sort of mental or physical burden. Taurus. In any event, there's a saying that I love that is, anything that you're not changing, you're choosing. Okay. So if you want to remove obstacles, you need to be willing to be open to choosing something else, to choosing something different. Can we please get some more clarification on this for Taurus, please? This looks like it's a very difficult time, but it does look like it is at a cycle that's nearing that's at completion. So there can be a new beginning, but I do think that this willingness you need to be open to removing these physical or mental burdens. Okay, or you need to be open, okay? You need to be willing to be open to change. Okay. The 7, the Chariot. This is a major arcana card. This is Cancer. You could be dealing with a Cancer. Look at that, baby. In traditional tarot, the Chariot is about moving, continuing your forward motion, moving on. Taurus, you were being asked to be open to it may be best to simply walk away. If this negativity is about a person you're dealing with, if there's a negative person in your life, you may need to be willing to walk away, to continue on your own journey, and keep moving forward in a balanced way. Let's see what the Wild Unknown says about the Chariot. It's the number 7. And it's the card of Cancer. Strong will and triumph. Will. It has the word will, like in your willingness. This says there is indomitable power in the right use of will. The angels said that about your willingness card. There is indomitable power in the right use of your will. And this Chariot card is about a strong will and triumph. The Chariot is your confidence, your will, your inner warrior. At points in your life, when you felt the bliss of achievement or triumph, you were riding on his back. Build a relationship with this part of yourself. Try to see the Chariot inside you. The more focused your mind, the easier it will be to sense his presence and stay mounted on his back with a fixed gaze and sure footing. You'll be headed toward all you dream of. So you have to, but you have to be willing to do this. You have to be willing to see this confidence. You need to be able to see this inner warrior inside of yourself. You have to be open to recognizing that this exists inside of you and that you can overcome this negativity in this dark time or the negativity of this person. The Chariot is about your very strength of your will. So if you will this to happen, this change to happen, to be free of this physical or mental blockage, if you be open, you can set yourself free. You can feel this triumph that you have felt before on the back of this chariot, on the back of this beautiful horse. Okay? Taurus, this is really a message of power, of your own power, and your willingness to be open to accept your own power and to accept that you can carry yourself through this negativity and this dark time. You have been victorious on the back of this horse before. You have done this before. Your strength within you, you're being reminded of your will and your strength. Be open to that. Don't forget that about yourself. Can I get one more card? Okay. Oh, I got two. Okay. Son of Cups, which is like the Knight of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles reversed. So we have the Son of Cups, which is the Knight of Cups, and the Four of Pentacles reversed. In traditional tarot, the Knight of Cups is someone who comes in and out rather quickly with an emotional offering, an emotional action. And the Four of Pentacles is in traditional tarot is about withholding or keeping things for yourself or keeping things to yourself, but this is reversed. So we talked about openness. So with this willingness, it's about willing to be open to new ideas and maybe open with your emotion. Let's see what the Wild Unknown says about the Son of Cups, which is the one I saw first, and the Four of Pentacles. The woman who wrote the Wild Unknown, I do remember reading that she does not read reversals, and I think that she does not want these cards reversed. So I'm going to upright that Four of Pentacles keeping that in mind, because that popped into my head as a memory, and I'm going to trust that intuition that that is not meant to be reversed. So let's see. Son of Cups. Traditional tarot would be Knight of Cups. Artistic and introspective. Like all of the Cups family, the Sun truly excels within the arts. He's usually a musician or visual artist of some kind, and he finds success within his field. His natural tendency to look inward adds to his charm and mystique. To others, he may seem secretive and even peaceful, while deep inside, he carries a dark kernel of intensity. Introspection. Artistic and introspective. So this might be you, or it might be a person you're dealing with. But it sounds like, you know, these are usually, often these are specific people. If they aren't talking about just characteristics, this is often a person. So this is a person who is artistic, but also spending some time being very introspective. And this might be a person who withholds a bit. So let's see what they say about Four of Pentacles, so we can get some clarification on who the Son of Cups might be. Four of Pentacles is possession and control. The Four of Pentacles first suggests material gain and stability. Only good news for your bank account and home. Yet underneath the surface, this card is of warning. Do not become possessive or controlling. Holding on too tightly to the material world will leave you rigid, stagnant, and displeasing to others. Wealth is a concept. Do not become possessive or controlling. So it's time for some introspection. It's time to look at a situation that you've been being negative about. You're trying to control a situation. You need to be open to a new path. Open to a new way of managing a physical or mental burden. It's very crucial at this time that you do not become possessive. It is ugly. It's time to reflect on the strength you've shown in the past and recognize that you have a very strong will in this situation. You can be strong without being possessive. You can stand up for yourself and work through this negativity. But there's a message. The overall message is of being willing to be open to new ways of thinking. It's about being willing to be open at the edge of the unknown, to invite your natural wisdom into situations to reveal new directions. There's a way that you can move past this and not be possessive. It takes some introspection. It takes some willingness to be open. It takes some willingness to learn and grow. Okay, Taurus, I hope that you have a great weekend, and we'll talk soon. Bye.